Right, here we go. Okay folks, welcome back. This is the second part of this video. We are the Edexcel paper. Right, what question number is me? I can't see the question number on there.
Number 8.
Question number 8. Okay, question number 8. Right.
7B.
7B.
I said.
Oh, thank you. Right, it goes, describe fully the single transformation that maps shape A onto shape B. Let me tell you a common response by students. Transformation. You can't use the word transformation in the answer. Transformation means generally, so you've got to give the specific type of transformation, i.e. is it translation, enlargement, is it rotation or reflection. So let's have a look at the shape here. Now folks, what does this shape look like? What does it look like is happening to you at the moment? It looks like a...
Be flipped.
No, it's not a flip.
Rotation.
It looks like a rotation. To check that it's rotation, what we need to do is find two sets of corresponding points. So Umar,
One.
so I'm going to put this point here, and its corresponding point is
That one there.
that one there. Okay, and I'm going to do another corresponding other point here.
Yeah.
So for example, here, where's this one?
There, right there. Number 3-1.
Right there, yeah?
No, it's not up there. Up
The
there.
next to
Okay.
the blue one.
Up
This
there.
one over here?
Yeah. That one.
Okay, good, well done. Congrats on this week. Right, let's start drawing some lines across. Okay, now, the easiest one to do, okay, right, let's join them. Let's join the corresponding points. So folks, use that on yours as well, please. Okay. Just one colour. Join up the two blue points. So we're finding where those points cross. Just a little bit more accurately. I don't know, slowly. Okay. Right. Sorry about that squeaking bit there, folks. Okay. Right. We have a point of intersection here. So the technique was, we have the red point, this point corresponds to the same point on the shape there, corresponding points, and the same for that corner and this corner. So we use two different colors, where the lines cross will give you the center of rotation for the shape. Okay, now what can we say about the angle of rotation? So the first thing we're going to say, I'm going to write down here, I'm going to write mine up here. We're going to say this shape is it's a rotation. That's the transformation. So rotation, how many degrees?
180.
180. Now when we say 180, do we need to say clockwise and anti-clockwise? No. Okay, and then where is it about? So Ifra, at the back, please, quickly. What's the center of rotation? What is it?
1.
Is it? So 0, 1. Okay. Coordinates. 0, 1. Okay. 1 is just the y coordinate. That will give you 3 marks. Okay. Right, good. Ready for the next question, folks?
Yeah.
Samia, can you give my next question ready?
Cover.
Yeah, that's it. Can you make it bigger, Samia, please? Come on. A bit more bigger. That's it. Can you make it a little bit more bigger? No, that's it, Samia. That's over there. Okay, question number 8. Margaret has some goats. The goats produce an average total of 21.7 litres of milk per day for 280 days. Are we on the right question, folks? On the right page?
Yeah.
Margaret sells the milk in half-a-litre bottles. Work out an estimate. It's estimate and not guesstimate. Okay, we're not guessing. We're not making things up. For the total number of bottles that Margaret will be able to fill with the milk, you must show clearly how you got your estimate. So, first of all, Mr. Umar, if you look at this number here, 21.7, the highest place value is the 2, which is in the... Which column is in? The 10th column. So if you round 21.7 to the nearest tens, I'll call that my nice chunky number. That gives us a chunky number which looks like 20. Right, Rutaba, what is the place value? What's the highest place value for this number? It's in the hundreds. So if you round off 280 to the nearest hundreds, we will get, what do we get? 300. Another nice chunky number. Nice numbers are easy to deal with. Okay? Now we have half-a-litre. We look at that number first. Is this number needing to be, does it need to be rounded, or is it already chunky already? And the answer is already chunky. It's a nice, lovely, half is a nice number to deal with. Okay? So, let's have a look how we're going to work out the total number of bottles. So we have that many days, 300. That's become 20 litres. So 300 days, producing approximately 20 litres per day. Okay, and we're going to put those into half-litre bottles. So we're going to divide it by half. Half, you're not going to round off. That's exactly where we need to be anyway. Okay, if I keep an eye on that, is that okay? It's recording? Good. Okay, now 300 times by 20. Let's have Mr. Hamza. The easy way to do is 3 times by 2, which is 6. And then how many zeros do we add?
2.
1, 2 and
3.
3. Okay. Now 6,000 divided by half. Ramiz, be quiet because you don't have to do before. Right, 6,000 divided by a half. Rutalba, 6,000 divided by a half. When you divide by half, what do we do? When you divide by a half, times by 2.
Times by 2.
So the answer is
12,000.
12,000 litres. Okay folks, one quick way to think about this. When you got 6,000 divided by half, we're not dividing it by 2. Most students' response in the examination is 6,000 divided by half is 3,000. And that's wrong. This is saying 6,000 divided into halves. How many half pieces would you have? If you had 6,000 cakes and you divided them into half pieces, you would have how many pieces? 12,000. Okay? Or if you want to look at mathematically, when you divide by a fraction, you turn the fraction upside down. So 6,000 divided by a half becomes 6,000 times by 2 over 1. That gets flipped, divided comes times. And that becomes 12,000. For those of you who want to be mathematical. Okay, are we happy with that question, folks?
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next question. Okay, Fira, keep an eye on the, make sure it's not gone blank or start making funny noises, the camera. Okay, right, make it a bit more bigger, Smith, a little bit more bigger. That's beautiful. Question number 9. Matt and Dan cycle around a cycle track. Each lap Matt cycle takes him 50 seconds. Each lap Dan cycle takes him 80 seconds. Dan and Matt start cycling at the same time at the start line. Work out how many laps they will have each have cycled when they are next at the start line. So this is looking for the LCM.
Oh.
Okay, Mr. Ramiz. Mr. Ramiz, start filing me the 50 times table.
So 50, 100,
100,
150.
150. Okay, that's that one there, yeah? Start that one. Who's the 81?
80,
80.
160, 240.
Okay, 240, carry on going.
320.
320.
400.
Okay, now, when you look at the big one here, 400, well, we know that's not in the 50 times tables.
No.
Okay, does that look like it's in 50 times table?
Yep.
Yeah.
400. 8 and 5.
Okay, now we need to think, for 80 to get to 400, how many times do you have to go around the cycle track? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and for the 50 times table to get to 400, we need to go how many times?
6.
8. Okay. Because 50 times by 8 is 400. 8 laps and 5 laps. So in the answer, which one's 50? So Matt will take him.
8 laps.
And this one will be
Dan.
Dan. And that's the answer to that question. Okay, so we'll consider the LCM. How many of these before they start matching? That's when the first match. Right. I feel we happy with that?
Yeah.
Making sense? You copied it down?
Yeah.
Good. Right, here we go. Take it up a bit. Right. The diagram shows a garden in the shape of a rectangle. So we have the length is 4 plus 3x and the width is x plus 6 meters. The perimeter of the garden is 32 meters. Now, let's quickly have a definition of perimeter. Perimeter is what? Perimeter is the distance around the shape, yeah? So, how many of these do we have?
2.
And how many of these do we have?
2.
So, it's going to be 2 of these and 2 of...
Them.
So, the perimeter is these two lengths here, Omar. These two lengths here that you can see, add them up and double it because that's replicated here and that one's replicated here. That's what the 2 indicates. Now, it's told that the perimeter of the garden is 32. So I'm going to rub this out for the moment. You can do on yours on the next line and put 32 in there. Because work out the value of x. Right, what do we do now, Hamza? What do we do to take these x's out from them? So we got 4 plus 3x plus x plus 6 times by 2 equals 32. We want to work out the x's, so we can, first of all, there's a time by 2 here. What's the opposite time by 2? So 32 divided by 2 will give us
40.
Okay, now that we move the multiplier by 2 over, the brackets have evaporated. That's why all is gone. Now we need to simplify this. Okay. So Samia, we have 4, add 6.
10.
Mashallah, that's good. Okay. Right, next with Taba, we have 3 plus 3x and plus x. That gives us plus 3x and plus x will give us
4x.
plus 4x. Excellent, lovely. Let's just copy down. Right, Mr. Ramiz, now I need to work out the value of x. X has been timed by 4. That's called the first action. It's been added by 10. That's called the
Second.
So the opposite, move the last action first. Opposite add 10 is
Minus 10.
so 16 minus 10 is 6. So we have left over plus 4x. Now, okay.